Hello everyone, you're watching a very salty match, and let me just say, I'm sorry for not uploading the past couple weeks. I was on vacation, and quite frankly, I needed a break from Gears, as it can get quite stale playing the same game over and over, especially when you're not really getting content that you're crazy about. That's not to say that I don't enjoy the game. I still love Gears. It's my favorite game, and I intend to play the series constantly, but it definitely does you some justice to take a break from playing the game and honestly uploading as well if you're not feeling it. You know, it's gaming should be fun. It shouldn't be a chore. But I do still want to obviously be involved with the game series and my channel. So we are back, and if you remember, I had uploaded a clutch class video where I hit a 1v5 clutch against some teabaggers, and this would be the match. You can already see the one player typing, and I really do go off in this match, and I call it a salty match just because of all the teabagging that goes back and forward. So I thought an interesting topic of discussion would be teabagging and taunting in Gears of War, where I kind of see its place, if it does have a place. And while you're listening to what I'm thinking, you'll watch some pretty kick-ass gameplay by my standards anyway. So let's get right into it. I want to kind of start off with how I evolved as a player who played Gears of War. So there was Gears 2 Chris, which my friends and I love to joke about. Gears 2 Chris was an immature asshole who should not have been playing this game. Clearly had some issues. A much younger Chris who would literally teabag at any chance he got and played way too much Gears, and so was very good and had many opportunities to teabag all the time. And it's hard to rationalize why I did that. I think it was irrational why I did that, so by definition I can't rationalize it. You know, I was just a young kid who played too many video games and was competitive all the time without reason. So I was teabagging way too much and really pissing a lot of people off. Then Gears 3 comes out. I'm a little bit older. I start a YouTube channel, and I'm starting to realize, you know what? I'm pretty good at the game, and I think the way that I treat players can drive them away because they're hopping online, and this is the kind of crap that they're having to put up with, and why are they going to waste their time on this game when people in the community like myself are being dickheads for no reason all the time. So I kind of started to cool it, you know, a bit more mature and older, and I also realized, you know, I want to start a YouTube channel. And when you have a YouTube channel, obviously reputation is very important, as it is with a lot of things in life. So how you conduct yourself is a big deal in terms of who you attract. And you know, I'm very proud to say that I have an audience that's I think is very mature, respectful, and fun. So I think that also comes with the type of attitude that I take to the channel and the gameplay. I'm not here to swear constantly when I do commentaries or talk shit about people. That's just not what I'm here to do, and likewise, that's not what I receive from people most of the time. So Gears 3 Chris was really good about that, you know, a little bit smarter and more conscientious. And now we got Gears 4 Chris, who's somewhere in the middle. Gears 4 Chris definitely likes to taunt and teabag from time to time under certain circumstances, and this was one of those matches that hit those circumstances to me. You know, if somebody teabags me or my friend, or you know, is typing on that keyboard way too much, then I'm like, you know what, sure, fine, let's be salty about this match and just try to get under each other's skin as much as we can. And you know, I think there is a place for teabagging in Gears, and if you think about it, Gears kind of facilitates your ability to taunt your opponents with all the executions, like the Y button that you're seeing right now. It's literally built in the game for you to do this. And the other thing about Gears is it has the down but not out feature, and I think that's really the major feature that distinguishes Gears from other games, that makes it so that you can teabag and taunt so hard. So I play other shooters, most notably Halo and Call of Duty, and you don't really have the opportunity, in my opinion, to teabag that hard. But when you get somebody down in Gears, you know, you have a lot of time that you can spend trying to just get under their skin, and then obviously you can do the executions as well. And if you couple that with the fact that earning kills in Gears of War is, in my opinion, more difficult than in most other shooter games, then you have the situation where it's a lot more personal, and you know, everybody kind of has this intimate moment where they're fighting, and you all understand who came out on top and for what reasons, and you know, you just have this incredibly heated game, and to an extent that's good. I think that people who play Gears are very passionate and they love the gameplay, and it's so exciting, but obviously I think if you taunt or teabag too much or under certain circumstances, it's just not good. It's toxic and it drives people away from the game. So you know, there's this fine line in my eyes of, you know, where teabagging or taunting's place in Gears of War is. So in this game, these guys knew what they were doing, and they were teabagging, and I was like, you know what, sure, I'll teabag back too. At the end of the day, it's just a video game. It's kind of funny that people care as much as they do, because who gives a crap? It's just literally a video game that you're playing for fun. But this is the way I see it. When you're playing this game, I think, you know, you obviously have the goal that you want to win, and the other team wants to win too. So you are focusing all of your faculties on trying to win the game. It's a common objective that both teams have, so you're really putting your all into it. So of course you're going to kind of take it personally when you know that you are trying your best to win, even though really you shouldn't give a crap. And simple analogy is if you were playing a board game or a sport, right? You're trying your best to win, you're focusing all of your efforts, so you're obviously most people, I'd say, are taking it even a bit personally. You know, it varies the amount of levels. And when it comes to Gears, I just think that it's the type of game that we are known for having a passionate community, but that is also sometimes interchanged with a toxic community. And that's one of the things that Gears has to work on. And to an extent, I think the reason that people think that the community is toxic is literally because of your ability to teabag and taunt in this game, coupled with how personal the gameplay is. You know, like, the game allows you to teabag and taunt, and it is a lot of fun. But when we have new players that are playing this game and they don't really understand how to play, and you know, they're not putting up a great fight and you're winning, adding insult to injury, in my opinion, is just not the way to go. And I won't teabag under those circumstances, and I would hope people don't do that, because you're just going to drive away people from the game. They'd rather play a different game. You know, who's going to hop on this game just to get teabagged and taunted and feel like shit about playing a game that they're playing for fun? But, you know, it can be quite satisfying to, you know, get an execution or taunt somebody who knows exactly what they're doing on the same skill level as you, and you're just going at it, trying to win. It adds to the intensity of the game, and that's exactly what you're seeing in this match. I feel like I really stepped it up to, you know, try to get the win for my team here. And it's kind of funny, because when you teabag and taunt, you might actually tilt the other team as well, which is just in gamers terms, getting them so upset and frustrated that they underperform, that they play emotionally and not in a smart manner. So that was a pretty dope kill. So, you know, strategically, you could totally teabag just to get under your opponent's skin and try to get them off their gameplay. I've done that before. It does work. But also, you know, you could have the opposite result, where people really focus their efforts and try really hard, but it still makes it equally as fun. You know, it makes it a more competitive game. So at the end of the day, I really do think that for me to summarize this is that there's a time and place for teabagging in my head in Gears, and right now, where you see me, this is the time and place. You know, this player is bagging our team and typing, and, you know, loses a 1v1, but I just thought this would be an interesting topic of discussion. So I'm curious to know where you stand when it comes to teabagging and taunting. Should you do it at all? Does Gears of War need to relax with how many opportunities it gives you to teabag and taunt, or do you never ever teabag? So, like I said, I'm somewhere in the middle, and I thought this would be an interesting topic. So I'll let you watch the rest of the gameplay. I want to thank you very much for watching this very salty match, and you're just going to see a little bit of salt here. Yep, there it is, and I'll let you watch the rest of the gameplay. So looking forward to hearing from everybody. Take care.